It's now time for Some Dude Pod with J.R. Bank and Michael B. the Cool. Only on the What Digital.
I put my lifetime in between the paper's lines. Real hip-hop.
I just saw your text.
You know what, bro? I'm tired of your ass.
I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry, fam? How is that even possible that you just saw my text, bro? Like,
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm dead ass gonna tell you why. I updated all of my Apple products.
Okay.
So this week. But it was like, I don't know if you updated your shit, but for some reason, I got like 2 updates back to back.
I don't know. Like, when I update my shit, like, normally the updates just happen by themselves.
Yeah, nah, I still got mine's like automatic, but still let me know.
Yeah, you ain't shit, man.
I know I ain't shit.
You ain't shit.
I mean, I know that much, but I just saw your shit because I'm actually on my work laptop today.
I was just like, go chalk it up to the fact that it was Miriam's birthday. I'm like, all right, cool.
Nah. Well, that too. But I was still responding to text messages. Shit.
I know. I was like, all right.
Like, but nah, my bad. Because I've been on my work laptop because for some reason also, like, my charger cord for my laptop has been fucking up. Mm-hmm. I have multiple of the cords, but it looks like I need to change the box. You look
like you need to invest in multiple things,
man. Look, yeah. before we get into shit, yeah. Some Dude Pod, Mike B, J.R. Bank, make sure that you rate, like, subscribe, download to Some Dude on the What Digital. This is episode 39.
Absolutely.
We almost had a 40 piece next
40
week.
Piece?
40. We've been consistent as shit, so that's good. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Some Dude Pod, and make sure you join the group, the Some Dude Pod group. This has been an interesting week.
It has. It has.
Yeah, it's been an interesting week. But yeah, my wife's birthday was on Friday.
Shout out to Miriam.
My birthday is on the 21st. Oh, anybody that got a birthday in May, we celebrate you.
That's what's up.
You know, shouts out to one of my big homies, Bill Black. His birthday was on the 2nd. Mm-hmm. Today the 3rd. Don't know whose birthday today it is. Mm-hmm. But happy birthday to you. Tomorrow. Birthday shout
out to my homeboy, one of my best friends, Mike Webb. His birthday is tomorrow.
Oh, that's nigga in the group.
Yeah, he in the group. Yeah, he a listener. He a listener. He ain't never
we
dropped
Facebook friends.
He ain't right. Yeah, he jumped. Yeah, he like added you as a friend and shit like that. Yeah, that's my boy. Me and him been tight since 8th grade.
I like that nigga.
Yeah,
from social media purposes.
Social media purposes. His spelling on social media is fucking horrible. But
I mean, everybody can't be, the spelling bee champ at Irving. All right.
Whoa, he went to Irving.
Everybody can't be the Irving spelling bee champion.
Fuck out of here. But yeah.
Well, my cousin was the spelling bee champion at Washington.
Okay.
Shouts
nothing wrong with knowing how to spell, bro.
Nothing. Like spell across.
A-C. Fuck you, nigga. Let's go.
I lost. You know what's funny? The reason why I said across because I never forget it. I lost the 3rd grade spelling bee because of that word. For some reason, I blanked out.
Quick funny story. That's funny, but quick story. My brother was in the spelling bee too, and guess what word he misspelled?
What's that?
Misspell.
Oh, fuck.
That's funny. That is hilarious. I don't know what grade he was in. It might have been like 4th grade, I think. But yeah. But that is what it is. But yeah, shout out to him, my boy Mike Webb, his birthday, aka Lil Rock. His name is Mike Webb on social media, but his name is Lil Rock. Nobody calls him Mike Webb. Nobody even calls him, even his own parents. Don't call him Lil Rock. That's his name.
Lil Rock.
Yep.
He sell drugs?
No, he don't sell drugs.
He's just bad. He was just bad.
I don't know the backstory of his nickname,
Nah.
but that's just his nickname.
If your nickname is Lil Rock, you were bad, all right? Or you look like Charles S. Dutton when you was little. One or the other. And I, especially since I shaved everything, I look like Charles S. Dutton on Menace to Society. The hunt is on. You ought to pray. I look like that right now. Speaking of the hunt is on, we're just going to get right to it. Fuck everybody who thinks Narragansett is on the west side of Chicago. I'm just going to say this now.
Narragansett. What's over on Narragansett? Ain't that like where the Brickyard is or some shit?
So, all right. So for those, because we're going to get into this, but I'm going to kick this off lighthearted.
Okay.
And be serious at the same time. Fuck anybody who thinks Narragansett is on the west side of Chicago. First of all, anytime anybody has ever said Narragansett, they say, oh, it's followed by, oh, near Oak Park.
Right. Like, yeah. Narragansett is like, what's over there? Like, it's like a nice area.
Yes, it's nice as fuck. So for those who don't know what we're talking about, last weekend it was a party that happened, and everybody was debating if it was the west side, it was the south side. There were actually some reports of parties everywhere, but this one went viral.
Mm-hmm.
So I had said, if I find out that this is on the west side, I will apologize.
Mm-hmm.
And I still gave some niggas apologies, but when I found out that this shit was in the Galewood neighborhood,
okay,
I said, oh, that shit, that's when I put on Facebook, I feel better about the location.
Mm-hmm.
Because that shit's not the west side to west siders.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that uses the term out west,
oh yeah, we know where out west is.
We ain't talking about Galewood, niggas. We're talking about Garfield Park. We're talking about Lawndale. We're talking about parts of Humboldt Park. And yes, parts of Humboldt Park. Because some of that shit skew past North Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Which when you go past North Avenue, we don't count that shit no more.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I ain't mad at you. That's like saying like for Maywood, like, you know, there's Maywood and then there's North Maywood.
Right.
It's nice areas of Maywood.
That shit by Melrose Park ain't Maywood. Like once you pass Lake and some of that shit supposedly still parts
it's Maywood.
Of just not.
Shit nice as hell.
Shit's nice as fuck, ladies and gentlemen. Shit's nice as hell. Like we consider that shit Melrose Park.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, in particular, Taryn Edmonds, because I said I'm naming niggas. This motherfucker had the audacity. I ain't never used audacity on this podcast either.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga had the audacity to try to argue with me back and forth about the west side, and he's being technical. If we being technical, there's a lot of places that are west side that we don't consider. Bridgeport is supposedly parts of the west side. It's the southwest side.
Yeah.
Niggas don't count Bridgeport as the west side.
Mm-hmm.
Like Leclerc Courts, I believe. That's southwest. Once you add some shit to the west, we don't count that shit. It's out. That's why
it's like Humboldt Park. It's like Humboldt Park's like out west. Is that supposed to be like out west?
Some parts of it is.
But that's not considered quote unquote out west.
It is. Some parts of it is. Like that North Avenue part.
Yeah.
Once you get past that shit,
I'll just look at when you think of out west, like I pass Austin, going all the way up into like motherfucking Central.
Yep.
Going into Cicero.
Matter of fact, Ashland.
Yeah.
If you pass Cermak, if you pass Ashland, if you pass North Avenue, if you pass Austin. Now, here's what parts of Austin get a break. Yeah. North Avenue and Austin. This is where Narragansett comes in.
Yeah.
Because when you pass Austin, normally you get to Oak Park.
Mm-hmm.
But you got that little break where on North Avenue, you still keep going. So you got like Moody and a couple other streets. Melvina, some other shit, right?
Yeah.
But once you get the Narragansett, that's near Oak Park. You will never hear a nigga go, oh shit, I gotta go over to Narragansett. Oh shit, out west still? You never hear that shit. No. You might not even get a nigga that say Narragansett because a lot of people don't know how to pronounce that shit. You'll hear a nigga go, oh, you going about Oak Park, huh?
Yo, out west to me is straight up Austin. Anything past Austin up until pretty much when you get to like the United Center. Anything like maybe a little bit after United Center. But after that, after United Center, shit just start getting nice. Going into like downtown. That's the heart of the west side of Chicago.
And I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm starting not to consider that shit the west side. Because that's just when you start saying West Loop, I'm starting not to consider that shit. Shit's starting to look too good.
They is nice as hell.
Close
like
the door,
shit getting real nice. Shit getting real nice when you get to United Center. Once you get to United Center, then going deep down into the downtown area, that shit is all nice.
Yeah,
look. It's nice.
You're not gonna argue with me about where I'm from. And you know what the crazy part is, Mike?
Yeah.
I lived on North Avenue in Lockwood. That's why I know this shit. Because once you get past Austin, it's already but then when you get to them M's, like, all right, cool. But once you get the Narragansett, you start saying about Oak Park. But then if you continue going north, it's the fucking Brickyard. I ain't never heard of a nigga say, I'm going out west to the Brickyard. I just said I'm going to the Brickyard.
You just say you going to the Brickyard. You just say you going to the Brickyard.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Because once you start getting to like Diversity and all of those shits, you really don't even count. That shit is out west.
Yep. I feel you, Bang. So what you trying to do right now is you try to get some clarification, no justification on the fact that, you know what I'm saying, don't.
No, I'm here to talk
that
shit. I don't give a fuck about no clarification. Fuck these niggas.
You just want to be in order to be known that party that happened last week. You know what I'm saying? Don't count that shit as a West Side party.
No. Here's the flip. It counts as a West Side party because some West Side niggas threw it. It just didn't happen out west.
It just didn't happen.
It happened on Narragansett. Because then when you listen to the little nigga, and fuck LaShawn K. Ford, I'll say that shit here. That nigga's on the same level as Keith Sweat. That nigga, my beef with that nigga goes to the 5th fucking grade when he was a substitute teacher. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Just know it wasn't no nasty shit too, because I know motherfuckers be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
5th grade, did he touch it? No. No. But in the 5th grade, that nigga was a substitute teacher, and he pissed me the fuck off. Let's just put it like that. Niggas got political careers. I don't want this shit. But fuck that nigga, though.
I hear you.
And if he's the only nigga if I see him, it's on site because I'll go to jail forever. Because he's a fucking state senator.
Bang got some.
I just be like, fuck you, nigga.
Bang hate motherfuckers.
Yeah, me and my nigga Bryce is fuck him to this day. Me and my nigga Bryce, shouts out to my nigga B-Rat. Fuck that nigga, Mr. Ford. All right. But anyway.
Did you see what I tagged you in on Facebook last night?
Yeah. See, that's where I'm going.
Okay.
So, but that nigga threw that party on Narragansett. Niggas was like, oh shit. Is houses like that over there? Yes. Nigga, Mike, have you drove down Narragansett?
I've been down Narragansett a few times, yeah.
A few times. It's not easy.
Yeah.
That's how you know that shit ain't out west, because you went down there a few times.
Shout out to my homie Mike Webb, aka Lil Rock. His one of his exes used to like stay on like Narragansett.
See?
Like or she worked on Narragansett, I think. No, she worked on Narragansett.
Okay.
Like, so we used to go check her out over there wherever she worked at or like that. So Yeah, I've been on Narragansett a few
Now-
times. Like, yeah, I've been to Brick Mall. I've been to Brickyard too, of course.
See. That's where we're gonna switch gears here.
I think there's an Applebee's over there too. I think I ate at an Applebee's on Narragansett too.
That's why we gonna switch gears here, Mike.
Yeah.
Where the party was at wasn't toward the Brickyard.
Mm-hmm.
It was going in the opposite direction. If you ever go down Narragansett, if you're ever on North Avenue and you make a left on Narragansett, instead of making a right, because the street is funny a bit, if you make a left on Narragansett, them houses are too fucking beautiful to be out west.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. I've done that shit. Matter of fact, I've never done it myself personally. But I remember being in the car with my cousin and being like, damn, I ain't never went this direction.
Mm-hmm.
Never went in this direction. And like Travell, listener of the show, shouts out to him, Cold Sniper Trey on Instagram. Like that nigga said, Oak Park police be over in that motherfucker. Just waiting.
Mm-hmm.
So no, that's not out west, ladies and gentlemen. Mm-hmm. That is near Oak Park. Now, if we want to get into technical terms, yes.
Yeah, sure.
But ain't shit we've ever talked about as far as Chicago go has been technically anything. Because if we go back technical shit, there's a lot of places that you would consider out west that's not out west.
Yeah.
You will say something else. Mm-hmm. Oh, man, that's by the south side. Oh, that's Cicero. Oh, that's near Oak Park. Matter of fact, I'm going to read something, Mike. Because that's the Galewood neighborhood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man. Let me go find this. All right.
Y'all got bang fucked up about this out west shit.
Man, because shit blew me. I'm like, how the fuck is we debating about this shit?
Mm.
Like, nigga, shut the fuck up.
Because I definitely thought it was a lot of stories circulating about that party. First it was out south, out west, and it went back out south again, and out west. Like, okay, where was this party at? I don't know. At the end of the day, if you was at that party, you a dirty nigga. So.
No. I'm gonna get to that shit in a minute because I'm not gonna jump on them kids.
I'm gonna jump on these.
No, I'm going to explain why.
Yeah.
I'm gonna explain why.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna read this. This is on wiki1.com. This tells about some of the neighborhoods in the city. And I went to Galewood. Because Galewood is really supposed to be a part of the Austin neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Galewood was named blah, 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 blah. Since the 1980s, it's seen an increase in African American and Latino residents, blah, 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 blah. This neighborhood has strong ties with the neighboring Montclair, including sharing its namesake library in the Chicago Public Library System, and sometimes considers that as part of that neighborhood and not the Austin community.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you need to know. Them niggas is like, no, we ain't out west either. Because when we say out west, we consider out west Austin, Garfield, Lawndale,
Central Ave, Cicero, goddammit. That's Jackson. That's out west. That's out west, goddamn. Independence Ave. That's out west. That's what we consider out west. Yeah.
It's like, the fuck? The fuck is we doing here, ladies and gentlemen? Mm-hmm. Get your wiki, at least look and read before you try to debate niggas on where they from. Mm-hmm. No shouts out to our West Side residents. Past, present, future shouts out to the famous people that made it out. But here's where we switch gears a little bit, Mike. The parties are still going on. And I want you to explain what you mean by dirty niggas, because like I said, I'm going to go in a different direction. You called everybody that threw a party or attended a party a dirty nigga.
Man, if you're inside a house party, like a regular house party, bang, this party was not no normal house party. It was just like, wasn't like a kickback. This wasn't no get together with 10 to 15 people. This was a couple hundred people in a house, in a whole house, side by side with each other. And that shit ain't safe, bro. I wouldn't feel safe doing some shit like that around this time, bro. I'm not that desperate to kick it. Not that restless. I'm not that desperate to kick it with niggas on the west side of Chicago, or a party thrown by an out west nigga on there against it, whatever. Not. You got it. It's just like you don't care about whatever it is that's happening right now. You just have no sense of urgency. It's just like, whatever, Joe. We out here. Fuck the coronavirus. Fuck it. Alright, cool. If you living like that, then you gotta be living like a dirty nigga on a regular basis. That's just you just gotta be living reckless on a regular day. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's your regular type of living. It's living like that. So I'm gonna just call you a dirty nigga. Now, you might not necessarily be like a dirty nigga, like you stank, you musty, but you know what I'm saying? You have the mentality of a dirty nigga. You know, that's just what it is. But that's just me, though. That's just me. It got so bad now, bang. Lori Moe in the middle of the fucking streets holding press conferences.
I don't like
telling
that.
Y'all niggas to stay in the house.
See, I don't like that. I'm about to tell you why I don't like that. I'm going to tell you exactly why I don't like that.
Yeah.
Did she do that shit downtown?
No.
Did she do that shit by the beach? Any of the 35th, North Avenue? Any of them bitches? Did she do that shit?
I see where you going with it.
Now, she went to the west side of Chicago and did that shit. Or she could have did that shit. And mind you, I don't give a fuck if she did that shit on the west side, south side, or east side. She did that in a predominantly black neighborhood.
She got to keep that same energy.
Keep that same energy up north, nigga. Mm-hmm. And keep that same energy downtown. Keep that same energy on the beach. Mm-hmm. Like, what I don't like is people making black kids the face of this shit. Now, mind you, this shit is wrong. Mm-hmm. I have people that have been affected by coronavirus. Mm-hmm. Don't even know how they got the shit.
Yep.
So when I say this, I am saying this from a different perspective. I get it. But what we not going to do is make these kids the face of it. Mm-hmm. When you got white people doing this shit. Nigga, it's a picture floating around, and yes, it's a true picture. Nigga, they did a fucking flyover, like the Blue Angels, whatever them niggas be. Ooh, them niggas did a flyover at National Mall here in Washington, D.C. That's where all of the museums and the monuments and shit are. Mm-hmm. There was no fucking social distancing there. Mm-hmm. Niggas was out. Blacks, whites, Latinos, niggas was out yesterday. Mm-hmm. The weather was nice, 75 degrees. My wife went to her office building where she works at because she still goes out. She took my son with her. They come back. I said, how was it outside? She was like, shit, there wasn't no social distancing outside. It was nice. Niggas want to take walks and shit. Niggas want to have a good time. They want to enjoy themselves. So again, it wasn't no social distancing at the National Mall. Mm-hmm. But when I turn on my TV and I'm here in the Washington, D.C. area, I see what the fuck going on in Chicago and Lori Moe. Mm-hmm. And she's famous now. She's popular. She's not only popular because of what's going on in Illinois, in particularly Chicago, but these memes and shit. And actually shouts out to Jay Hollins and his son. And more importantly, his son, because his son is the one who's been creating those Lori Moe on Stone memes. Like videos.
Shout out to him.
So shouts out to Jay Hollins' kid. Keep them bitches going.
Yep.
and I'm not saying that this is the case, but what happens is when people see the memes and you create them yourself, they don't take you seriously.
Mm-hmm.
When I look at Andrew Cuomo, on fucking CNN every fucking day when New York do the shit, I take that nigga seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And that ain't even my president. That ain't my governor. When that nigga come on TV, I take him seriously.
Mm-hmm.
When JB Pritzker get on TV, I take that nigga seriously.
Mm-hmm.
You making these fucking videos and shit, which makes it easy for motherfuckers to make jokes and memes. I'm not taking you seriously. No matter how cool you want to make yourself look, it's the cool fucking man. I'm not taking that shit seriously. That's one. Two, I put myself in them kids' position.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out the house too, Mike. Fuck out of here. Like, and this is no excuse for them kids, but I'm out the fucking house too. I'll never, look, one of the funniest moments of my life, and it showed me the racial disconnect and the disconnect with people's cities, like when you see shit. It's me, one of my homies, and we had two chicks in the car with us. They went to my cousin's school. So we driving and shit, because we had just kicked it or whatever. And I had put my homie on.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to put him on to some pussy.
Mm-hmm.
Just didn't work out for him. All right, so I wanted to show this chick where I was from. Now, she went to school in a small town in Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
And she was from Washington. Small town in Washington.
Yep.
Never forget this shit, fam. This was about 11 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
In the summer in Chicago. We had just went out, had some drinks, had something to eat and shit. And we get in the car, we just driving out west and shit. Now, you know the most randomest places in Chicago be Bussin at 11:30 at night.
Mm-hmm.
We driving down fucking Laramie. And we're driving down Cicero, actually. And that gas station on Cicero and I think Madison.
Mm.
Yeah, Cicero and Madison. She like, yo, why the fuck is it all those people over there?
Mm-hmm.
She's Asian. She's like, yo, why is it all those people over there? I was like, oh shit, they getting some gas. They about to pop out. And there was kids out there too. And she was like, but it's too many kids over there. Like, shouldn't they be in bed? She's like, nah, it's Bussin. Them kids is probably over there trying to get some money, pump gas. Or shit, they out.
Mm-hmm.
She was, oh, I can't believe this. This is wrong. Where's the supervision? All I'm thinking is, nigga, this is a great Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
As long as they don't get shot or nothing, we good.
Mm-hmm.
My thinking is different than hers because the way that I grew up and how did I grow up, I was one of those kids that was at that gas station, not asking people to pump their gas. Mm-hmm. But I was one of them kids that would go to the gas station while my folks is partying and shit like that and probably go get a pop, some chips. Mm-hmm. Just walking around the street, you know. I don't think nothing of it. She was like, yo, this is beyond me. Mm-hmm. And I laughed because I was just like, damn, you just realize how differently people grow up. Now, with that being said, I know I wasn't supposed to be out at that time. And I know I probably wasn't supposed to be doing the shit that I was doing at that time. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 years old. But I'm not going to come at these kids with the perspective that, oh my God, these kids is this and that. When I would probably be doing the same thing. And that's where the disconnect with these kids and us get to. So do as I say, not as I do mentality that we have that's terrible. What we can do is we can talk to these kids and be like, yo, this is why you shouldn't do it. But then when I turn around and I get called dumb and stupid and I shouldn't be doing this and I shouldn't be doing that, I'm not listening to you. You calling me, you call them dirty niggas. Oh, you just call me a dirty nigga. I very well may be dirty, but you just called me dirty. Why the fuck am I listening to you, fam? We see some shit and instead of processing, we say the first thing that we think about and expect these kids to listen to us. Because they ain't, if that's how we coming. Like, shouts out to one of my big homies, DJ G Spot. Last week, when that video came out, he said, man, did we fail as parents? Like, no. Because your parents was doing the same shit. Your parents was the same motherfuckers, and they parents was the same motherfuckers. Let's go back to prohibition, nigga. It was actually a federal fucking crime to drink. Liquor was banned. What was niggas doing? I ain't talking about white people. I'm talking about niggas. Making corn liquor, transporting that shit, and having parties at speakeasies and shit. What the fuck? If we want to make light of some shit, look at the movie Life. What did Claude and Ray get in trouble for? For being niggas out at night. They ain't give a fuck about Spanky.
The mic's off.
They ain't give a fuck about Spanky. Even though, because they killed Spanky. Them niggas was just in the wrong place at the wrong time at a party that they had no business being at. Because they wasn't supposed to be there. It wasn't supposed to be happening. But the police was getting money off of that shit too. Parties at speakeasies and shit was the joint. And matter of fact, put something in your brain, Mike.
Yeah.
Chicago, Illinois. Go on the west side, the south side, you see a lot of places, a lot of apartments that's on top of stores and shit. The fuck you think some of them places was doing in the 1920s, Mike?
Wait, say that again?
You got a lot of places on the west side and the south side of Chicago that have apartments over storefronts.
Right.
What you think them niggas was housing the night? Them same apartments? What you think them niggas was housing in 1920? Some good ass speakeasy parties, my nigga. That's the 20s. That's the prohibition era. And that shit is going on. And niggas was getting money in the prohibition era because they was throwing speakeasy joints.
Okay. I see where you at, man. I see where you at.
Now let's fast forward this shit. Let's go to our grandparents' day or some of our parents' day. The infamous quarter parties. Got to pay a quarter to get in, Mike. Motherfucker, hey there, lonely girl. Hey.
They was paying quarters. They was paying 25 cents to get in those parties?
Yes, nigga, go watch Cooley High.
Oh, yeah.
That shit was going on, Mike.
Yeah.
My mama was like, yo, yeah, we used to have quarter parties all the time in the 70s.
Okay.
Pay a quarter to get in. She said that scene in Cooley High was one of the truest scenes in that movie. Mainly because that used to be the shit. Motherfuckers be jamming.
That makes sense. We pay $5. We pay $5, $10 to get into a house party.
Yeah, no one around. Like, hey, doing the Tootsie and all that shit.
Yeah.
Telling these niggas get off your mama china cabinet. Ooh, I'm telling you, having a party, I'll give you some of the money. Okay, let me shut up. That shit was happening. Now, you're not going to be the same niggas in 2020 talking about these kids ain't shit. That's what we not going to do. We ain't got to talk about some of the parties that we did and we've thrown.
Mm-hmm.
But we wasn't supposed to. Now, yes, the difference of this is a fucking pandemic. Corona. I get it. But if you tell some of them kids in the 70s who are now adults, if they were scared of VD or a whooping from their grandma, which one would they be more scared of? Them niggas ain't gonna say VD.
Mm-hmm.
They not. Oh shit, we ain't give a fuck about no goddamn VD. Shit, my grandma not gonna whoop my ass. But your same grandmother was probably kicking it at a fucking speakeasy.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're doing the same shit. We got to get away from the do as I say, not as I do mentality. And we got to talk to these kids a lot better than what we talking to them. How we talking to them. And maybe these motherfuckers will listen. Did you see the video when Lori Mo pulled up and the little boy said, get a bald-headed ass out of here?
No, I ain't see that one.
Nigga, that shit was hilarious.
No, I ain't see that one.
Because all I'm thinking of is, as a kid, I probably been that same killer. Man, get your bald-headed ass out there. I don't give a fuck if you the mayor, nigga.
Oh, shit.
What you gonna do, take me to the audio home because I called you bald-head, nigga?
Yeah. It's kind of like these kids, they just blind to it right now. It ain't registering. Because
we was all blind to that shit when we been blind to shit.
Yeah.
That's why motherfuckers be killing me when they be like, man, in the 90s, it was much safer. When?
Yeah, I ain't going that far.
When?
Said all that shit.
When? There's 934 people that got killed in 1994.
Yeah.
When was it safer? Oh, they was killing the people they were supposed to kill. Also, they were supposed to kill all them niggas?
Nah, ain't none of that shit.
That made it safer? Because people look at shit in a different view as you get older. I get it. So now all of the shit that you wasn't worried about, you knew you had no business doing when you was that age. So now all of a sudden you want to put your fear on your kids. If you want to do that, fine. Just talk to them niggas a lot better so they can understand the gravity of the situation. Because a lot of these kids, now Mike, you're right. These some dirty ass motherfucking kids.
That's my only thing on it. But it's definitely the energy got to be kept the same way because Northside, them motherfuckers is outside in the park chilling, doing all of that other shit. The energy just got to be kept. It got to be given out to everybody. Lori Mo got to be everywhere.
But to the point, a lot of these dirty ass kids ain't got people around them to tell them what's right or wrong. Look. The nigga who threw the party on Narragansett, the nigga who threw the party, Mike, his mama works for the police.
And the plot gets thicker.
So if that nigga could do this shit, his mama worked for the police. That means he got good people around him, Mike.
Yeah.
So if he don't give a fuck, the fuck you think some little dirty ass kid from the west side, out west, that live on Chicago Avenue in fucking Lawler gonna think? Mm-hmm. Dirty ass kid that stay on Central in Ohio gonna think? Nigga, I bet you the circle was bussin' last night. That's today's episode. Name of today's episode is I bet you the circle was busting last night. Did you think about that, Mike?
It was areas like everywhere, but it was videos circulating all over the place. I don't know which street it was, but one of these motherfucking spots looked like the circle. They was in the parking lot of some parking lot.
That was 87 Dan Ryan.
That's the 80. Yes, that's the one. That shit gave me the circle vibes right there. Because them niggas was just out there in the parking lot chilling. Cars parked next to each other. Motherfuckers standing outside like they was like it looked at like, you know, a tailgating. Motherfuckers was tailgating this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mike.
The ghetto tailgate.
Mike, if I'm 18, look, if I'm 17, 18, 19 years old,
I can't say that I wouldn't be out there with you.
I can't say I'm there. Fuck you mean you can't say? Fuck you mean you can't say? Nigga, I'm there, all right? I'm there. Me and my niggas, we there. We got the drink in the car. We talking to chicks as they pass by. Yo, shorty, yo. Hey, psst, yo. Oh, so shit, y'all ain't trying to talk to them? Yes, all that shit that we say is wrong now. I'm doing that shit as a 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old. Mm-hmm. If coronavirus is going on in 2002, nigga, it was a party. And now that I look back, I'm like, yo, niggas was really wilding that night. Mm-hmm. It was a party. I don't know who had this idea, but it was a party that went on Madison. After Laramie, before that Viaduct going towards Cicero. The whole street of Madison was closed off, nigga. Mm-hmm. All we heard that it was a party, and we was like, nigga, we there. So we drove up. It was me and about three niggas. Mm-hmm. My nigga Ray, nigga Tremel, my nigga Jerry. Yeah, it was for us four. Like, this shit was so last minute, I'm there in basketball shorts. Mm-hmm. Saw a couple of niggas that I went to school with and shit. Like, yo, because by this time I was living in the suburbs and shit. Like, oh shit, I'm 18, 19 years old. Oh shit, Lee, what's good? I ain't seen your ass in years. What's going on? I called my cousin. He was at work, so he couldn't come out. This shit was bussin', my nigga. Mm-hmm. Talking about everybody at... This was when, like, the video DVDs was out. So niggas got the video DVDs. Niggas rapping and shit. They got their sounds out. All of this shit. But shit got too wild and reckless that night. Some nigga decided to unscrew his antenna. Mm-hmm. So the base of the antenna, you know, it's like a block. And for some reason, like, some bitches will come through. And they'll bust the window. And they'll try to fuck with the women and shit. Yeah. I'll never forget it was this one group of females, and I tell them, like, y'all don't want to park right here. Niggas is wildin'. Whatever, nigga. Get your fat ass out of here. All right. Tried to warn you. And this was not her mama's car. I mean, this was not her car. It was her mama's car. Nigga went to the sunroof. Bow. Back window, bow. Front window, bow. After we saw that, we got the fuck out. We was like, nah, we ain't gonna be around that shit. But I tried to warn them. Yeah. Also, Nitro is a perfect example. Mm-hmm. Mike, it's memes. The Terrence Howard meme. This nigga... Hey, that feeling you get when the police tow your car while you at Nitro.
While you at Nitro, yeah. Then you look at you with a fucking stretcher like you finna go into a coma. Yeah. Joe.
Only difference is ain't no pandemic. But just like we didn't have no fear enough to keep our ass from taking our mama car to Nitro, just like we didn't have no fear then to go to this unsolicited party on the fucking big-ass busy street. Just like we ain't had no fear of a lot of shit.
That's the same mentality that they have right now.
Same mentality. Is it right? No. We, as in niggas my age, have to talk to these kids better than what we doing. And try to get them to understand the gravity of the situation. Which I'm going to keep it a buck right now, Mike. Even though I know people have been affected with this shit, I'm trying to figure out the gravity of this situation myself. Mm-hmm. Because look, I'ma keep it a buck too.
And let's talk about that. Let's not. I don't want to dwell too much on what these kids and everybody else is doing during the pandemic. Bang, how are you feeling right now during this pandemic?
I don't know. I'm telling you.
Where you
I
at?
don't know. I only go out the house when I go to the store. My wife has been out more than me. I did some Zoom joints, then kicking with people on Zoom. I did walk to my job the other day to get some shit. I had my mask on. You know, it was a little brisk walk too, so I felt good. I go to the stores. I see the 6 feet shit on the motherfucking floor. I went to McDonald's to get my my son something to eat and shit coming from work. I saw the 6 feet shit, all of that shit. But if none of these niggas that went to the National Mall last night, if none of these little dirty ass niggas get sick, if don't nobody get sick from all of this shit, I'm out. I'm keeping it a buck.
You trying to see how many cases?
I'm trying to see who died.
Pop up after.
Fuck that. I'm trying to see who go. Because anybody could get sick, unfortunately. But you would think if there's people congregating in all of these big ass fucking areas, somebody gotta go. I need to hear, hey man, 21
so and so from that party.
Man, I need to hear 24-year-old Tyreka Jackson from North Lawndale neighborhood was one of the people who went to their party and they died. I'm not wishing it. I'm just saying that when you start seeing this, of course your mentality gonna change. G, you like, yo, somebody's about to die tonight. Give it a couple of weeks, your mentality changed because now you seeing all, and then you see all these people protest. Now the protest shit, they could go. Just do what the fuck you want to do. Why you gotta protest?
Yeah.
Because it seemed like motherfuckers doing what the fuck they want to do anyway. The thick ass chick from Fox 32 was a Tia Ewing.
Yep.
She went to the nail store and the motherfuckers was open.
Whoa.
They closed the door on her ass. Like, oh shit.
Whoa.
Oh shit. She was doing an investigative report. Like, oh shit. We're not supposed to be open. Close it.
Whoa.
You saw the shit that happened at Tops and Bottoms? They was open as shit.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Bitch, you think them the only ones, nigga? Fuck out of here. All I'm saying is, if it makes you think about some shit, motherfuckers is at the beach. Yesterday, I got on the elevator in my building. They say only if you not a family, one nigga in the elevator. I had grabbed some shit from the store, had the water on my shoulder, 2 bags. I ain't trying to go back for shit. And then plus the grocery store is right downstairs. So really, I don't need no car for shit. I'm like, man, I see this one nigga in the elevator. I'm like, fuck, I gotta wait for another elevator. It's white dude too, white guy. He's like, nah, get on the elevator. He had his mask on and everything, but he was like, nah, get in the elevator. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, I probably should have said, nah, nigga, you go up. But I didn't, because I'm like, yo, this water heavy, this bags is heavy. I live on the 9th floor. I don't feel like waiting. Got off the elevator, I was like, all right, cool. That's a white person who let me in. You know, a lot of white people don't want you to be on elevators with each other. All I'm saying is this shit starts to make you think, like, not if this shit is overblown, because I know for a fact this shit ain't overblown. What it starts to make you think, though, is, fuck, do I got to stop living my life, though? And for kids who ain't got shit, how we gonna tell kids in the hood that ain't got shit to stay the fuck in the house? Tell me. Somebody tell me.
I guess the only way you're going to be able to possibly do it is what Lori Mo said yesterday in her little press conference, that, yo, we giving out tickets, giving out citations, we will take you to jail. I'm just going off that's just what she said. That's just what she said.
Show me who we taking to jail.
That's who she said.
Because here's the backwards part of that shit. Show me the motherfucker who you taking to jail for this shit. But then motherfuckers is trying to release low-level criminals because of coronavirus.
Yeah.
All right, there we go again. Is it Uchi Wally?
Wally, is it one mic?
Is it one mic?
You right. I feel you 100%. It's just, I don't know if Lori Mo going out here doing these press conferences just on some scare tactic type shit. Just, But I 9 times out of 10, these kids are gonna call her bluff, and they still gonna be out here, especially when it's nice outside. And it was nice outside yesterday, and yesterday was a perfect example of, yo, we don't give a fuck about what y'all talking about right now. We out here. Motherfuckers is on Madison and Pulaski standing in line to buy Jordans and shit like it was a regular day.
Wait a minute, niggas in line buying Jordan?
My nigga, is a video surfaced online. Some Jordans cop dropped yesterday. Motherfuckers was in line, bro. Standing in line.
Oh,
which
wow.
was puzzling to me because none of these stores are open. I don't know. First of all, why the fuck is this store open? That needs to be the first thing that needs to be looked into. Why is this store open? That's not like if Foot Locker and Finish Line and say Foot Action and all these stores that's inside of a mall, like a regular mall, are closed. Why the fuck is Dreamtown on Madison open? Why is that? So that's the first thing. And then the second reason is, why are y'all out here standing in line, goddammit? You could cop these shoes online easy cop online. They're going to be online since they're not in the store, so it's easy to get. So y'all niggas just playing yourselves by standing in line. That's the first thing.
Or are they playing themselves?
They playing themselves, bro. I ain't standing in line for no motherfucker. I copped the shoes yesterday, bag. Easy. Took me 2 minutes.
Everybody is not technologically advanced.
Oh my
Mike.
God. Everybody got an iPhone. God damn it.
Motherfuckers got iPhones, don't know how to use it, Mike. Fuck out of here.
Shit crazy.
My mama got an iPhone, she don't know how to use it.
But
my
yeah.
little sister got an iPhone, she just know Instagram. My sister followed me on Instagram the other day. I was like, oh shit. She got an Instagram. She's 20.
Man.
No,
I'm gonna
18.
almost think that if you the age group of 19 to 25 out there standing in line to get the mics know how to fucking use their phone.
I know how to use my phone. What app do you use, Mike? I ain't never used no app to get no shoes.
They got Nike. Nike has an app.
Okay.
That have a side app.
And I'm
Nike
dead ass
has an
serious
app.
too. I ain't never used no app to cop no shoes.
They have an app called Sneakers.
Okay.
So it's like an app where you actually just get notified exactly when shoes are gonna drop. So you already got your account information, you put your account information in, shit like that. So as soon as the shoe drops, so you know, like 15 minutes before the shoe drop, a week before the shoe drops, they give you notifications, and then as soon as it drops, you go in there and you place the purchase, and then they let you know, like, okay, yeah, we're processing your payment. We'll let you know if you get the shoe. Okay. And then 9 times out of 10, after they finish processing and the shit, boom, you got the shoe. It's yours. Done. With the click of a button.
Is it? Oh, so it's not like
you don't have to. You said what?
It's not like a lottery or some shit. It's like if
no,
it's in stock, you get the shit.
It's kind of like that, but
I'm outside if it's a outside if it's a lottery, Mike. Fuck that.
Dang,
I'm not taking my chance. You be sitting there hitting the shit, and this motherfucker tell you ain't get the shoe. Fuck.
But at this time, what's going on right now? Every shoe store is closed. So they're all gonna be online. Everything is online now. You're gonna get everything online. So
clearly, every shoe store is not closed, Mike. Niggas
and that's fucked up. And that's what I'm just saying. That's the point I'm making. Motherfuckers calling Lori Mo bluff out here. Even the fucking non-essential businesses are calling her bluff. They're calling her bluff.
And that's part of the issue, Mike. If these niggas ain't getting their license revoked for this shit.
I just saw that they motherfucker said the DMV closed, but McDonald's is open. So yeah,
right,
they drive by illegal vehicle to McDonald's.
Oh my God, nigga. There was a story where the governor in Georgia is like, all right, little niggas, if you ain't got your license, as long as you got your parents' permission to drive, it's cool. Because the DMVs is closed. Nigga, nobody know what the fuck they doing. Shit, half of these niggas don't even know the right mask to put on, let alone to put that bitch on right. And that's government officials too.
Oh my God.
We look at Trump, say some shit, but then Fucci, however you pronounce that nigga name, will come out and say some whole totally different shit. Nigga, nobody knows nothing. I be at the store with a mask on, no gloves. Mm-hmm. Am I wrong?
I'm with you, bang, 100%. Like on that, and that as well. Like yesterday, like was my first time actually going into like a grocery store because yesterday I barbecued, so I had to go to Jewel real quick to cop some shit.
Did you have people over when you barbecued?
No,
practicing social distancing?
No, this is just the fam. Fam is at the house. You know what I'm saying?
How many people?
It was me, the wife, the child, and mother-in-law. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. That's all. Anybody at
Make
the
it
crib.
sure.
That's it. That's it.
It's 5 people. You was 6 away from going to jail.
Nah, we good. But it just dawned on me that like when you go into the jewel, like they're telling you like you gotta have a mask on or you can't come in.
Yep.
So we got masks on in the store, everybody in there, and it's just like it was just so crazy.
It's weird.
To me. It's weird as hell. Like watching us shop with masks on, and it was just like it was crazy. I was like, man, yo.
Mike,
We talked about the new normal.
Last question.
We talked about the new normal, and I don't want this to be the new normal. That's what I was thinking the whole time when we was in there shopping.
Mike, let me ask you a real last question.
Yeah.
You ain't got to answer this question.
Mm-hmm.
Your wife listen to the podcast?
No.
Okay. You can still answer this. You reserve the right not to answer this question. But since you got that mask on, do you look at asses more often?
Oh man, look, babe, look, don't. I was just
She thick as hell. You do that?
think it's oh yeah, I do
can't
that
really-
shit. Hey, babe, I'm gonna keep you on. I do that shit without the mask. Man. But yeah, this gives you a little leeway with the eyesight, with the eye wandering and shit. So yeah, that ain't nothing. So yeah,
Man, but like
that mask
really
gives
can't,
you yeah, oh yeah.
really can't see your eyes. They're looking at the mask instead of your eyes. If you see it,
Man, it was action at the register. The wood was at the register.
all I'm saying, it's wrong with what we saying. I'm just saying,
Nah, Joe.
Let me
Yeah, we
chill
good.
out, man.
Yeah, we good. No, we good. But yeah, Joe. Like we talked about, like what was gonna be our new normal and shit. It's like I don't want to do this. I don't want to be out. I don't want to wear a mask. I'm dead ass. Like I'm with all the shit too, bag. Like I'm not even gonna play with it. Like I'll be out here without a mask on too. Like I don't want to wear no mask. Now the social distancing thing, I could be down with that. Like 6 feet, no pressure, cool. But I ain't trying to wear no motherfucking mask for the rest of my life. I don't want to.
Look, like I said, man, I am not about to act like I'm some fucking expert.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
And I am also not about to get on my Joe Clark with these kids.
Mm-hmm.
What I will do is explain why, but ultimately you have to make your own decision. What I don't like, I'm sorry, man, what I don't like is us making us the face of this shit. Because it ain't white people. I'm sorry. This is where I'm a different with some people who feel what I'm saying, but they're just taking another route. This ain't the media, fam. And this is us. Because every time because here's the thing. Just like I hate black on black crime, because black people are in the vicinity of black people, so of course black people are going to do shit to black people, just like white people is next to white people, and white on white crime is high, Mexican on Mexican crime is high, black on black crime is high. Why? Because you're around white people, you're around black people, you're around Mexican people. The fuck? So I hate that. But what I also hate is when niggas try to use the media and say we're turning us against us. Because here's the thing. If I'm looking at this TV and you telling me this shit is bad, so I'm staying my motherfucking ass in the house, and I live next door to Ronald, and Ronald got a whole fucking kickback in his backyard, I don't need the media to be like, oh, these niggas. Mm-hmm. These dirty niggas. Because I'm probably going to say that shit before the pandemic.
Oh, yeah.
So after the pandemic, it's nothing that... What we have to do is just educate. And just stay away from shit if shit don't fuck like the shit is bothering you. But what I'm not liking is us making us the fucking poster child.
The poster child of like throwing the whole city away. The niggas done threw the city away. The niggas done set us back. Niggas, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is out here. Yeah.
Because Todd fucking ass is out here jogging with no shirt on. Oh, yeah. No mask on, past Jill. And she doing the same shit. Motherfuckers is at the beach. When you see that shit at Florida, that shit ain't just niggas. It's mostly white people. these protests, white people.
Mm-hmm.
Know what? Keep it a buck. I ain't seeing a lot of Mexicans out. I might have to text my homie Francisco and be like, hey.
Make sure you all right? Good.
Mexicans out here wilding like niggas and white people? He'd probably be like, no, sir. I don't know. Somebody show me the group of Mexicans. Matter of fact, who I just thought, my bad, ladies and gentlemen. Guess what falls on Tuesday?
Oh shit.
Oh,
We gonna see. We gonna see in a minute. Cinco de Mayo.
On Taco Tuesday. Oh, nigga.
Wait for it. Hold that.
And you know Mexicans don't really celebrate fucking Cinco de Mayo. It's niggas and white people. Oh my God.
Right. That's kind of like with St. Patrick's Day too.
Oh, shit.
It's the same thing. St. Patrick's Day.
What are we gonna do Tuesday?
Yeah.
When you see a whole bunch of white people just out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to put that on my Facebook page now.
So yeah, hold judgment on that one, babe. We gonna see who gonna really show out on Tuesday. So we bag stupid, y'all.
Ooh, man. Nigga, Cinco de Mayo on Taco Tuesday. Nigga, it's dangerous.
We're gonna have another epic week.
Yeah. But did you see the movie? Matter of fact, people talking about Contagion and shit, right? Fuck Contagion. The Planet of the Apes.
Did I see Planet of the Apes?
The new version of Planet of the Apes.
Uh-uh.
The first, you got to watch. See, there you go. Watch The Planet of the Apes with James Franco.
Okay.
The one that came out a couple of years ago.
Okay.
About how these motherfuckers started talking and doing all that. How they took over.
Yeah.
They made some shit in the lab, trying to do some shit for Alzheimer's.
Mm-hmm.
Shit made the monkey smart.
Yeah.
Killed us. Niggas was getting on planes and shit. Watch that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you see these videos where the animals is coming back out. I'm saying, when you see a fucking bear sitting there chilling by fucking McDonald's, cause we ain't been around, be like, move y'all ass out.
Mm-hmm.
Now they gonna look at your ass as fresh meat. But nah, man, I'm not. What's going on, I think, is wrong. But I think if within a month these niggas is straight, it's gonna be hard for me to look at some kid and be like, hey man, even though I know that your grandmother got sick with this shit, they just gonna be like, yo, your grandmother had diabetes. Or she had some other shit. So of course, if she get a disease like COVID, she's in trouble. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. They gonna be like, but I'm healthy, nigga. I'm about to go to this kickback. Yeah. What I'm gonna do? Get over here and lock you up? Nah, fam. It's hard. It's hard, and I don't think that people are taking that in consideration. How hard it is for a nigga that don't have shit in this. There's only so much, and I hate to say what I'm about to say and how I'm about to say it, but it's only so many times you could play Madden, Call of Duty, 2K. Then nigga Streets of Rage 4 was released. Is for $22. It's hard for you to sit up there and play a video game and just get pussy. It is hard to just sit in the crib and play video games and get pussy.
It is.
It is.
It's hard to just keep binge watching TV shows.
It's hard.
It's gonna get to a point where I definitely agree with you. I agree with you 100%.
It's gonna be hard to be like, fuck that TV show. It's gonna be hard to watch another TV show.
There's gonna be a way. We're gonna find a way to get outside and do something. Whatever way, if it's just going out, it's gonna be a way. We're gonna find a way to get out here and do something.
Right. I mean, it's
gonna happen.
It's hard, and I think people don't understand that shit is hard. Like if you read the article in the Tribe, Shouts out to the tribe. I don't necessarily agree with everything in that article, including West Side and Narragansett. I don't agree with everything in that fucking article. But when I see Tink, and Tink told my nigga, like I asked my nigga to hit her up, and he did. And she said, this is how I knew that shit wasn't out west. She said the party was near Maywood. I said, oh, I already know where that party was at. I knew when she said near Maywood, because she didn't say off Roosevelt, off Madison, off Laramie, off Pulaski, off Ashland, off none of that shit. She said near Maywood. I was like, oh, I know where that shit was at. Mm-hmm. But she said, she talked about in the article about how, hey, you politicians and you rich people can't see, you see these celebrities talking about some stay home. Nigga, y'all got amenities, basically. Amenities, my nigga. If I'm The Rock and The Rock telling me to stay home, I'm like, shit, well, buy me one.
Easy for you to say.
Nigga. You got a movie theater. You got a weight room. You got a basketball court. A whole bunch of other shit. Nigga, I live in a 2-flat. Mm-hmm. And I don't like my neighbors. And I live in a 2-flat.
You don't like your neighbors?
I do. I don't know none of my neighbors here. I'm just saying. If I'm a kid that live in a 2-flat.
Yeah, that's some shit that we're going to be saying. Yep.
I live in a Corway building. Oh, you telling me to stay home? I probably got a mama I don't like, a daddy I don't like. There's probably a lot of shit going on in my crib that you mean tell me I got to stay in this motherfucker? How am I supposed to look at some kid like that? Now, if you're a middle class family that got some amenities in your shit, fine by me. But we can't look at a motherfucker and be like, oh yeah, I know you from a good family. Mm-hmm. How am I supposed to tell a kid that ain't got shit in the crib to stay in the crib? Mm-hmm. How? Somebody tell me how. And even if you say, well, this person X, Y, and Z, that ain't got shit to do with me. That's hard. Yeah. So all I'm saying is, before we move on, is take that shit in consideration. All this shit, take all that shit in consideration. When you saying, stay your ass in the house, dirty nigga. Because you telling a dirty nigga to stay up in the house that probably ain't got shit in the crib, that's why he dirty.
I'm sorry, dirty niggas. My fault.
No, you ain't got to apologize if a nigga dirty. But that nigga probably ain't even got a PS4. Mm-hmm. Like, just take that shit in consideration. There's a lot of these young black kids that we are disrespecting that ain't got shit. Fuck we supposed to tell them to do? Sit in the house for what? Oh, you can sit on your block. No, you can't. Because the police gonna come through. Even if you social distancing. Fuck. Yeah. That's all I'm saying, man. These same kids is the same kids that you were. They just ain't got to deal with no pandemic. We ain't have to deal with no pandemic. They do. But they the same fearless little niggas that we were in the 90s and 2000s, like your parents was in the 60s and 70s and part of the 80s. Nigga, I was playing baseball in the alley and niggas was running drugs in that alley. And the drug dealer be like, yo, hey, little niggas, just move to the side, yo. We about to run this. We about to run this pack. All right, cool. Mm-hmm. We ain't going to the house. Watch them run the pack. Live on Chicago, live on Lawler in Iowa from 1986 to 1991. Mm-hmm. And them Laverne niggas come up in the motherfucking alley like, yo, we about to run this pack. And you see a fucking line from goddamn Augusta to the middle of your fucking alley. We ain't leave the house. We go back in the house. Fearless. It's crackheads all through this motherfucking shit. Mm-hmm. Soon as it's done, all right, let's go ahead and play baseball. All I'm saying, man, just think before you react, because you don't know a nigga's situation. You only know yours. Which leads me right into this next joint.
Where we at?
It's two things that irritated me this week in sports, Mike.
Yeah.
Isiah Thomas versus the Bulls and LeBron versus Jordan debates. I'm going to say this right now because I know you have some thoughts on Isiah Thomas.
Yeah, and I'll explain and I'll retract.
But
go ahead.
The lamest shit on the internet right now is LeBron James versus Michael Jordan debates.
Bang, that shit has been lame for the past 3-4 years.
I know it's been lame for a while, but it has gotten worse. Every time I turn on my laptop, I look at Facebook or Twitter on my phone, there's a nigga arguing about LeBron James versus Michael Jordan. This argument has become the lamest fucking argument in the history of sports to me now. And it ain't even close. Like, motherfucker throw up a graphic about Mike. Motherfucker throw up a graphic about Scotty. Motherfucker throw up a shit about LeBron, who LeBron had on his team compared to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan lost in the first round. Lame. All this shit. Like, this shit's lame.
That's when it gets lame. But motherfuckers been doing that shit for the past 3 years. And you know when it started, Bang? Like, when it really got irritating was 2016 when Bron took Cleveland.
Yeah, 3-1.
When they won the championship against Golden State, when they came back from 3-1. That's when it really, really started. That's when it really got irritating. Like Mike versus LeBron shit. And then motherfuckers like I said, motherfuckers will use this theory to discredit Mike to make LeBron look better or vice versa. It's like that shit it's gotten to a point where it's like, man, Joe, where does it stop? Like, it's discrediting Mike to make LeBron look better or discrediting LeBron to make Mike look better. It's both ways. And it's gotten to a point where it's like, man, Joe, yes. But you already know what was going to happen, though, Bang. The documentary has done it. It has just kind of like re-triggered it. Motherfuckers like, I didn't see people on social media say, yeah, I don't want to hear shit else about LeBron James. I don't want to hear shit else about Kobe Bryant after this shit dropped. You know what I'm saying? Because this is going to solidify that Mike the GOAT. You know, this is all of that. That's pretty much what they're doing. That's using Mike to discredit LeBron.
No. I'm going to tell you what it is.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't got shit else to do.
Niggas don't have nothing else to do. That's what it is. But it's still irritating, though.
It's irritating as fuck, yeah. But niggas ain't got shit else to do. Niggas just stop. Just stop it. Stop it. LeBron James is the greatest of his generation. Mike is the greatest in his. Mm-hmm. Other than that shit, nigga, stop it.
That's not good enough for certain people.
Because niggas, what's getting on my nerves mostly is niggas not telling the whole fact just to say facts. Mm-hmm. That's what's irritating me. Oh, man, we ain't gonna talk about all of the times that Mike, niggas ain't gonna talk about all of the times where Mike lost in the first round. Shit, clearly in the doc, he told you this nigga was playing with crackheads. Clearly. Clearly.
Yes, you're gonna get that. We're never gonna stop hearing about, well, yeah, Mike lost in the first round. Mike played against so-and-so. LeBron James lost in the finals this many times, blah, blah, blah. You know, LeBron doesn't have the killer instinct that Mike has. LeBron James is too passive. We're never going to stop hearing none of this shit when it comes to Mike and LeBron debates. That's what
Clearly, my nigga. Clearly. He was playing with crackheads. The only crazy nigga that LeBron James played with was Delonte West. He fucked his mama. That's it. Allegedly.
We'll start no rumors here.
Allegedly.
Mm-hmm. Fuck that shit. He
Allegedly.
boned Brown Mama. But go ahead.
Allegedly. We don't.
You ain't hear that from us though.
Right, we don't hear it from us. That's what the internet say.
Yeah.
Well,
Streets is
fuck,
talking.
man. Like, oh, man. Ah. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you gonna say that and you not gonna mention the two best teams in the East at the time was the Milwaukee Bucks and at the time in 1986, the greatest team ever assembled, the Boston Celtics. Like I don't know if it was in our group or another group, and I'm probably gonna start exiting myself out of other niggas' groups because of this reason.
Mm-hmm.
But I was serious as fuck. Like, okay, yes, LeBron James had more pressure on him because it was some shit that Kendrick Perkins said. I was like, yeah, LeBron James had more pressure on him. He did. Because that pressure came from Mike and how people view him like they view Mike. So, yeah, LeBron James had more pressure on him to beat the fucking Washington Wizards, Gilbert Arenas and Washington Wizards. Because they expected LeBron James and them to beat the Washington Wizards. Imagine if LeBron James would have lost that series against the Washington Wizards. Gilbert Arenas and Washington Wizards. They would have killed them.
Yep.
They wasn't going to kill Mike for losing against the greatest fucking team of all time at the time, the 1986 Boston Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
They wasn't going to be like, oh, well, he lost. He got swept. We knew he was going to get swept. We didn't know the nigga was going to drop 63 in the game.
Yeah.
In like 43 or some shit. That's where the legend of Michael Jordan grew. But they expected him to lose that series. You also know what series it turns out that they expected him to lose? They expected him to lose that Cleveland Cavaliers series. 1980, 89, 88?
Mm-hmm.
But you know why they expected? They lost 6 times to these niggas. So,
yep.
You expect that shit. But what did he do? He overcame that shit. He wasn't going to overcome that shit with the Boston Celtics. But if you don't even know you don't even know who the 86 Celtics is, I don't want to talk to you about shit. Or if you just going to say, you know what, hey, he lost it. If he was the greatest of all time. That's why I told Chris Shields, I'm glad that he's been talking about narratives and shit, but he don't understand. I don't know if he understands the fucking Pandora's box that he really opened. Mm-hmm. And it's not necessarily because of other people's narratives. It's because it shows you how the lack of knowledge people have on sports other than what they might see on ESPN. Imagine if the ESPN was the way it was now in the 1986 fucking playoffs. If ESPN in the 80s was cracking how it is now, niggas you wouldn't have been able to tell a nigga that Magic Johnson and Larry Bird was the greatest players of all time. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't. But since we're young and we wasn't really popping in 1986, I was fucking 4.
1986, I was just born.
Yes. So you don't know how good this fucking team was that Mike went against and he scored. The fact that, but then you try to do the revisionist history shit and go, oh, well, so Mike scored 63 against these niggas. LeBron James could have did the same thing. Okay.
That's where the shit get corny at. That's when it gets corny. When motherfuckers do that right there. Yeah. Right there. That's where it gets corny. The discredit to make your guy look better. That's
lame. Like that's why that shit is getting lame. Like, and tonight they gonna have. I think tonight, because you know what's crazy? I ain't watching them other episodes.
You still ain't indulged.
No,
I ain't mad at you.
Shocked the fuck out of me that I didn't.
You make me feel bad.
I'm sorry. It shocked the fuck out of me, fam. But nah, I ain't watched it. I wanna watch it alone. Oh, and the reason why 9 and 10 didn't get leaked because they just finished it.
So I bet you that's gonna get leaked out.
No, it ain't. They just finished it. Like they like
finish editing it or
yes.
finish shooting it. Okay, finish.
Both, nigga, like both. They just finished that shit.
Okay.
So, like what we're seeing was done months ago.
Okay.
So 9 and 10 is gonna be fresh. But anyway, like, this shit is getting lame as hell, fam. Like, we can't find shit else. But on the flip side, I think the other lamest argument was this Isiah Thomas handshake shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was tough.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this with the Isiah shit. Like, I already knew what was coming with the Isiah shit, and I had put on Facebook like, man, fuck Isiah and all that shit like that. And when we was watching it all together as a family, like, I never really was like Isiah crazy though. But going back and really thinking about the shit, going back and looking at it, like, it ain't fuck Isiah. It ain't fuck Isiah Thomas. It ain't fuck Isiah Thomas. I take that back. I take it back. Do I fuck with Isiah Thomas though? No.
Why not?
As a player, he was raw. He was raw.
What did Isiah Thomas do to you?
He didn't do anything to me. It's just him as, like, Isiah Thomas has had his name around so much negativity in the NBA that it's like, damn, Joe. Like, it's I can see why motherfuckers ain't fuck with him like that.
Why not?
What you mean?
Tell me why. Tell me your perception of Isiah Thomas.
The perception I get from Isiah Thomas is just like, just not like the asshole Isiah Thomas. Like, man, he with the Magic Johnson shit, like the shit around that with the rumors about him. You know, him and Magic was tight. And then you turn around, you know, you spread the rumors about the man.
Allegedly.
Everything about him is allegedly, but it's like, man, bro. Allegedly, you know what I'm saying? Him and Magic, they froze Mike out of the All-Star game. Allegedly. Because this is why I retract. Like, going back and then it's like, man, Joe, really going back and then watching and then remember watching the Pistons documentary and anything like that. It's like Zeke Zeke was a cold nigga. Zeke was a cold nigga. And then with the Larry Bird shit too. It's like he be flip-flopping too though, my nigga. Like, they ask him, like, bro, do you agree with Dennis Rodman about, you know what I'm saying, Larry Bird? If he was white, if he was black, he'd just be an okay player.
I agree with that.
Like, bro, you
No.
stand on that
but wait,
shit.
no. But Dennis Rodman the one who said that.
Dennis Rodman the one that said it.
He just said he wasn't wrong. He wasn't, and to keep it a buck. Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm just marking this down. Keep going.
Yeah, but like, remember they were watching that shit, like, bro, like, the nigga was raw. He from the crib. Shout out to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I just never was like a fan of Isiah Thomas.
You know why you wasn't a fan of Isiah Thomas? Mm-hmm. 2 reasons. Mm-hmm. The jersey he wear in the media. Mm-hmm. So let me break down my thoughts on this. And motherfucker ain't got to agree with this shit. Yeah. I don't give a fuck either. I hated Isiah Thomas 1988 to 90.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Well, he went against the Bulls. And
obviously.
I liked Michael Jordan at that time.
Absolutely. Of course.
I did not like him.
Mm-hmm.
Had no reason to. So when you're young, you're fucking 6, 7, 8, and you see your home team. I was fucking 4, 3, going on 4 for the Bears. So I wasn't able to live that shit. Mm-hmm. But I'm able to live this Mike shit. This is my shit now. And you see these niggas lose to these niggas, 3 straight times?
3 straight times.
It's like, fuck these niggas. Then we beat them. Yeah. Fuck yeah. And then we win these titles, right? Mm-hmm. But because of the rivalry, we're supposed to hate Detroit. Mm-hmm. But that rivalry only came, when you think about it, it was a 3 fucking year rivalry. This ain't like the Bears and the Packers, where these niggas hated each other all our lives and our parents' lives. not grandparents' lives. Like, do niggas do we hate the Pistons now? No. You wanna know why?
Because there's no rivalry with the Pistons.
And because Derrick Rose on that bitch. I seen more niggas go, you know what?
I never actually thought of it that way because Derrick Rose played for the Pistons, that we don't fuck with the Pistons. I mean, we don't have an issue with the Pistons. I never actually thought of it that way. I just feel like the Pistons have been irrelevant since. So there's never
they was irrelevant. No, they was irrelevant. They was irrelevant.
Well, they won a championship. They won a championship. They beat the Lakers.
Wallace fucking came. We didn't hate these niggas during the Ben Wallace years, and we got Ben Wallace.
I don't know, bang. It just never like that same energy that was in the 80s, like the late 80s. It never was the same with the Bulls.
No, you know the Bulls. Tell me, like, let's keep it a buck here.
Yeah.
Lakers, Celtics.
I might have been cheering for Detroit when they played when they went against the Lakers. I probably was wanting them niggas to win.
Going there, and I'm going there. Walk with me here, Mike.
Yeah.
Walk with me, and I'm gonna tell you why I hate niggas. Mm-hmm. Because niggas sent me off. Mm-hmm. Niggas sent me the fuck off.
Yeah.
Niggas and NBA media made me hate the Pistons.
That's probably a reason why I don't fuck with why I probably say I don't fuck with Isiah Thomas. It's because of the media.
Yeah, so walk with me here, Mike.
Yeah.
When we was younger, we see this shit. We see them bullying Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. He's like, fuck these niggas. Mm-hmm. But then you get a chance to revisit history. And the Lakers versus Celtics the Bad Boys documentary first, which they re-aired this week.
Okay.
I watched it again last night.
They aired it?
Yes.
They re-aired it? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was like, Isiah and them got a point. It ain't really shit that they didn't do that the Celtics didn't do to them. And the Lakers.
As far as what? As far as
bully and all that shit. Like,
I agree with that. But they did it. I would say this too. I have no problem with the whole Bad Boys Pistons era. I have no problem with the way they played. That shit put fear. This is the difference between the Celtics, how the Celtics did it, and the way the Pistons did it. Mm-hmm. Them niggas put fear. Like they did it with intimidation.
Pause.
Go ahead.
Did you watch the Lakers versus Celtics documentary?
No, I didn't watch. I didn't see that one. I gotta watch. I gotta go back and run that one back.
You ain't see that one?
I gotta run that one back. I've seen the Bad Boy Pistons documentary, but I gotta watch the Lakers versus Celtics.
Well, when you watch the Lakers versus Celtics documentary, the Celtics said, I think it was ML Carr who said it too.
Yeah.
That they had to put fear in the Lakers. They had to put fear in the Lakers. Mm-hmm. So they roughed them up that series, my nigga.
Yeah.
Boston did that shit in the early to mid 80s. Mm-hmm. You know who took after them niggas? The fucking Pistons.
But they did it with more. They did it with more intensity.
No, nigga. They almost killed Kurt fucking Rambis. They almost killed fucking Kurt Rambis, my nigga.
So why do the Pistons get the so why do they?
You want to keep it a buck? You know why?
Why? Why do they get the rep for being that team?
One is their skin color. I'm just gonna keep that a buck. One is their skin color.
But Lambeer was the motherfucking ringleader of this shit. But you
never hear nigga, if you watch the documentary,
Lambeer and Rick Mahorn, they was the twin towers of this shit.
But every time you hear some shit like it's happened for the handshake shit. Yeah. You watch two sports personalities said that Isiah Thomas was the ringleader, and Bill Lambier in the documentary is like, nah,
I'm the ringleader.
But even when you hear these niggas talk all this week, you barely hear Bill Lambier other than let's go talk to Bill Lambier. It's Isiah Thomas. It's Isiah Thomas. It's Isiah Thomas. It's Isiah Thomas.
Isiah Thomas get a bad rep for that. He get a bad rep for that.
it took this documentary for me to be like, oh,
Yeah, they wasn't.
what?
I feel it.
It took this doc. It took this doc here, which is one of the reasons why I was like, you know what, Bulls documentary coming after the Bad Boys and coming after the Lakers versus Celtics. This is our time. Now I get to look back, and that now you start putting shit together. You start putting one and one together, and you like, wait a minute. When you watch the Lakers versus Celtics dynasty, the Lakers documentary, you watch the Lakers do their thing, start doing their thing and everything. They win the title, and matter of fact, let me go. I want to get this right. I don't want nobody saying like,
Yo, y'all got the years wrong.
got the years wrong, you know. All right. So now, mind you, the Lakers Celtics dynasty goes. This is the NBA. Remember that. The NBA is built off of Lakers versus Celtics. So keep that in mind. Now, they play each other finally in 1984. But we know Magic's drafted, Larry Bird is drafted, all of this shit, right? In 82, well, the Lakers win the title in 1980 against Philly. Then the following year, the Celtics win the title against Houston. The Celtics lose against Philly in 82.
Yeah.
And Philly wins the championship against the Lakers. 1983, the 1983 finals. Philly lost in the 82 finals, but they win in the 83 finals. But then 84 comes. And this is when Larry and Magic finally go up against each other in the finals. Been waiting for this shit. Celtics win. But that's when you hear these niggas say they had to muddy these niggas up because it was a Showtime Lakers. They was finesse. But then the next year, the Lakers said we had to do the same thing to them. Then 86, the Celtics beat the Rockets.
Okay.
87, Lakers win. But that's really the end of the Celtics dynasty. Because then the Pistons come through. So if you're the Pistons and you watching this shit, what do you do? But then when you watch the Lakers, when you watch the Bad Boys documentary, and in the 1987 finals, what does Magic Johnson do to Isiah Thomas? Elbow to the fucking face, and that's his man's. That's his man's. That's his friend.
He said it too in the documentary. He was like, "Yo, that shit out the window."
Yeah, that shit out the window.
That shit out the window.
So if hear this. If that happens to your friend, nigga, fuck Michael Jordan. Think my friend just elbowed me in the fucking mouth, my nigga.
Oh yeah.
And they were both teams was physical in the 1987 finals, which Shaw, and he didn't get injured because somebody fucked up, but Isiah Thomas rolls his fucking ankle. Bad as fuck. He scores 25 in one half.
In the third. In the third. Yeah.
They take that motherfucker to 7 games. Lakers win. But it was a physical series on both ends.
Oh, and for the record, the Detroit Pistons got jerked on in that series.
Oh, with the foul. Yeah, the Phantom
hell,
foul.
Hell yeah.
So let's look at a couple of things here. Detroit is still a smaller market. That's part of the reason why they didn't want these niggas to win. They black. And you want the finesse to win the Lakers. Because mind you, let's think about this. The Boston Celtics dynasty is over with the greatest team ever assembled at that time, the 1986 joints. So it's done. It's a wrap for them niggas going to the finals. Because for the next 3 years, the Detroit Pistons go. But somebody got to be the bad guy, because you can't make Larry Bird and Magic Johnson the bad guys, because the league marketed them as the good guys even before them motherfuckers got in the league.
Yeah.
It's marketing, ladies and gentlemen. The biggest marketing machine in the 80s, in the late 80s, the reason why they are what they are now is the fucking NBA. So it was a perfect foil to have the Lakers go up against the Lakers versus the Detroit Pistons, because it was the bad guys.
Yep.
And then the Pistons became the bad guys for the league, and they go against the person that they want to ascend. Let's keep it a buck. Nobody in the NBA during the 80s was like, yo, we want to see that Isiah Thomas. He's one of the best players of all time. We want to see him. No, look at that team. To get ready for this pod, G, and I'll send you the links so you can really understand what the fuck the Pistons was before they drafted Isiah Thomas.
Oh yeah, I think. Oh yeah, they wasn't shit.
No. You gotta read it. You gotta read it, G. You gotta really read it.
Okay.
How this team was assembled, because the doc don't even give it justice. Because I was watching that shit and I was like, let me see if they got some shit on this shit. Because they used to call their GM Jack McCloskey Trader Jack, and I was like, I know he did a lot of trades, but why do they call him Trader Jack? And then you also get to see how motherfuckers didn't give a fuck about draft picks too. But Dick Vitale fucked up the team, basically. He was the coach GM of the Pistons before the GM took over. They draft Isiah Thomas. They traded for Vinnie Johnson. And then right after that, they trade for Bill Laimbeer. Right after that, but matter of fact, they draft Isiah Thomas, Kelly Tripica. That's a name y'all niggas need to look up. They trade, making people think that Bill Laimbeer, who was with Cleveland at the time, was a throw-in, but he was the nigga that they wanted.
Yeah.
Then you trade for Adrian Dantley. You trade him.
They traded for Rick Mahorn too, though, right?
Yes, and right after that, you traded for Rick
They traded
Mahorn.
for Rick Mahorn. Yeah.
But you gotta read like the behind. You like the fuck? Like, one, niggas didn't care about picks like that, huh? And two, like, this nigga was finessing niggas left and right off of shit. But the only star was Isiah Thomas, only because he came from Indiana and won that title. But if you look at the documentary for The Last Dance, what did them niggas say about Michael Jordan? Oh, 6'6" guy trying to come up here and dominate? Nah, that's not gonna happen. He's too small. If they said that shit about a 6'6" Michael Jordan, what the fuck you think they were saying about a 6'1" Isiah Thomas? The biggest man, the tallest man on that team at some points was Bill Laimbeer at 6'10". So you think that a 6'1" point guard was going to dominate in the land of the bigs? He did, to certain points. But that team, just like the Bulls, was learning and growing and learning and growing. They had a coach before, Chuck Daly. Then they brought in Chuck Daly. Chuck Daly taught them defense. Brendan Malone also taught them defense too. Boom, boom, boom. Just read the articles. They make you think like, all right, let me actually read and research. But then you saw how Boston was winning, and you said, hey, let's try that shit. Let's try that shit.
Hey, but when they did it, when Detroit started it, it was against Boston. That's when they whatever series they lost. They ended up losing that series. What series was it, Bang? It was 80. It got to be 87.
I think it was 80. No, I think it was 86.
That's when.
That was the because they went to the finals. They went to the finals in 87, 88, 88, 89, and 89, 90.
So whatever the year before they made it to the finals.
The year
first year they
before
went
is
to the
the year before is the one where Zeke fucked up.
Yeah, that series. That's the series where they kicked it off with we gonna start punching these niggas in the mouth. When we gonna really show them, like, that's when I think the bad boys, quote unquote, the bad boy Pistons era started.
Yeah.
Like, and they, so
because
they got it for
wait a
Boston.
minute, but that's also because the bullies was bullying them niggas.
Right. So they was like, fuck this shit. We in on this.
We in on this shit.
We in on this shit.
We're in. We're in. Thank you. And they traded Adrian Dantley for Mark Aguirre,
who was drafted number 1 ahead of Zeke. That's a finesse.
No, it's not a finesse because Mark Aguirre was cold, Jack.
Exactly. No, what I'm saying, that's the finesse.
Oh, you
that's
talking about the
heist.
flair.
That's the heist. That's a heist right there. How did Detroit pull that?
Because Mark Aguirre, if you look it up, Mark Aguirre, they thought he was a head case.
Yeah.
They thought Mark Aguirre was a head case. He didn't give a fuck about shit. He was a typical West Side nigga. He would be a West Side nigga at one of those parties, ladies and gentlemen. But Adrian Dantley, if you look at the doc, Adrian Dantley said that, Isiah Thomas told them, he knows Isiah Thomas told them to trade him. So they traded him for Mark Aguirre, and the team was like, oh shit, because it was Mark Aguirre had a reputation, but his best friend is fucking Isiah Thomas. They lived around the corner from each other.
And then they made it. And motherfuckers was like, they thought that shit looked funny too. They thought Isiah the one that orchestrated that shit.
If my best friend came onto the team for Adrian Dantley, even though both of them cold, I think the same shit. Like, hey man, you could go get Mark Aguirre.
Yeah.
You go get him.
Adrian Dantley was salty, Joe. He knew.
He was salty. He
was under the impression that Zeke orchestrated that shit because Adrian Dantley wanted to be the guy.
But I'm glad that you said that. There was a time where Zeke wasn't necessarily the guy on the team. Mm-hmm. It was Adrian Dantley at scoring 25, 30 points a game.
I think Adrian Dantley was like a 2-time scoring championship before he came to the Pistons.
I believe so. Because Dominique Wilkins won the scoring championship in 83. Then Mike won it in 84 or 85. But he didn't stop winning that shit for like the rest of his career. But I think Adrian Dantley is one of the greatest scorers in NBA history, no doubt. He was on the Pistons. Them niggas didn't win. They traded for a Mark Aguirre, a big also, a power 6'8", 6'9" power forward, and they win the title. And then the next year, Mark Aguirre like, all right, man, just go ahead and put Dennis Rodman in the starting lineup. I'm getting old. and hearing Isiah Thomas like, hey man, you act like a bitch right now, for real? Like, nigga, like, come on, like. If you guys gonna do your history and want to know about this shit, man, actually go and read and shit. And don't just look at the docs, like, get some references with this shit. So you're just not looking at shit from their view. But when you read, and I'll send you the link or the Trader Jack shit, you like, yo, this team was not supposed to win a title. Mm-hmm. But then you look how the Bulls was created. 84, they draft Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is on the team full of crackheads. 85, he's still on the team full of crackheads. 86, team full of crackheads. They get Scotty. They get Horace, same draft. They start building the team. They trade Charles Oakley, who they got in 86. They trade him for Bill Cartwright. Mm-hmm. They start building around them niggas. Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan. Just like how they did that same. The Pistons trade Adrian Dantley for Mark Aguirre. A trade that the Detroit City was like, you're fucking wrong. Mm-hmm. Like, and they didn't do as many trades as them niggas did, but they built their team nonetheless. But then when it fucking ended. Because niggas didn't know how to rebuild that shit or keep that shit going. Which is why the Lakers, if you think about that shit, the Lakers was only out of playoff competition a few times in our lives. Mm-hmm. And that was like those 3 years in the Kobe Bryant era and like that year before Shaq or one of those years. But they still made it to the play. Like, they beat the Seattle Supersonics one year in the first round. Mm-hmm. That's the team that we want. But that beef period between Detroit and Chicago, that shit's 88 and 91. This shit's short. This shit's not the Packers. Niggas didn't injure fucking players and shit because they didn't like the team. It was just Michael Jordan. It was a blip. So Isiah Thomas gets a bad rap because Isiah gets blamed for fucking everything. Adrian Dantley, like, that nigga didn't want me on the team. Isiah Thomas orchestrated the handshake shit, which is the same shit that Boston did. And the same, like, but they're gonna say, what them niggas gonna say? Well, some dude sent out a tweet was like, well, it was a safety thing, so they knew they had to get out of here. They could have shook them niggas' hands on the way out, like, hey, we gonna get out of here, y'all won. Yeah, they high five.
I think that's where me looking at Zeke funny in the light was well, like, bro, come on, fam. You reached out for Kevin McHale, shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, them niggas was cool though. So him reaching out to Kevin McHale was the same thing that John Sally said with Michael Jordan. That's my frat. Mm-hmm. And he had to pull Kevin McHale. Mm-hmm. And all Kevin McHale probably said was beat them fucking Lakers ass, bro. You got it, man. You got it, man. That's it. But if we want to get technical, if a motherfucker say, well, they got out for safety precautions, well, Larry Bird could have went to the bench and been like, yo, congratulations. We out. Dennis Johnson. Yo, we out. Just Kevin McHale was in the game. But if we want to be technical, but niggas still tried to dismiss that fact. Yeah. Because they want to keep this nigga as the bad guy. And then you didn't realize that Isiah Thomas retired at 32 after tearing his Achilles. Mm-hmm. That nigga retired young as fuck. Yeah. Like, damn. I didn't realize he was that young when he retired. All I'm saying is this. To wrap this part up before we do some final shit. All I'm saying is this. When we younger, yes. But niggas, we grown than a motherfucker right now. Read and research. There's literally no reason for you to hate. Like, there's no reason for us to hate Isiah Thomas over a handshake and some hard fouls.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
There's no reason. Because they did what they supposed to do to win. They went to 3 finals, won 2 of them bitches. They succeeded in a time where the league did not want them to succeed. If a motherfucker told you that Jordan wasn't going to come up here and do shit because he's 6'6", imagine what niggas said about Isiah Thomas. And this whole Isiah Thomas was the ringleader shit about Michael Jordan not getting the ball. When you got Dr. J and other legendary people on a fucking all-star team. So you mean to tell, and I want you to think about this shit. So Isiah Thomas in 1984, considering what we knowing about Adrian Dantley and how Adrian Dantley felt about that team when he was on it. Mm-hmm. So Isiah Thomas gonna go up in the locker room and say, "Hey man, let's freeze out Michael Jordan." What?
Let's freeze out this rookie. Let's freeze out this rookie. You think he cold? That's just what my perception of this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's
because that's what they gave you. Because I'm about to go to this NBA All-Star game, so y'all can understand.
But before you do that, totally, but like, yeah, I definitely agree with everything you saying as far as like, you know, we gotta let the handshake shit go. And I posted up fuck Isiah Thomas, but I retract. I will stay right on this pod. I will retract. Still, certain shit make me look at Isiah funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stand on the reason why y'all niggas walked off. Don't say y'all walked off because the Celtics did it and then turn around, you going first take and say, well, shit, we did it because, you know, they called us bad champions. Which one is it?
But that's part of it too. I think both.
That's part of it too, but he didn't say that. He didn't say that though. Both could be right, but
he said that shit in the doc.
In Last Dance?
No, in the Bad Boys doc.
In the Bad Boys doc, yes. On the Last Dance.
Bill Lambert was the ringleader. Bill Lambert was the fucking ringleader. So no matter what Isiah Thomas said, nigga Bill Lambert, a nigga that was like, hey. Mm-hmm. So Zeke can say what the fuck he want. You know why Zeke is saying it, because Zeke is just, all right, man, team shit, all that shit. But Bill Lambert like, fuck them niggas. They won, but shit. Well, he didn't say niggas, but fuck them. They won. We ain't give a fuck about them.
Hey, Bill Laimbeer, every question they asked Bill Laimbeer was like, whatever they trying to get Bill Laimbeer to say about the Bulls and them winning, Bill Laimbeer like, look, they won. They won.
So?
All right, that's it.
They won. So what?
I fuck with Bill Laimbeer for that, though. I fuck with Bill Laimbeer.
But Bill
on that
Laimbeer
shit.
is the person that can say that shit. Why? Because he don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck. His legacy is not cemented as one of the best at anything. Like, let's keep it a buck. That's Horace Grant can say what the fuck he wants. Yeah. Mike can't. But before we move on to the final shit, I'll tell you the people that's on this team. And you tell me if Isiah Thomas got the power in 84. He came in the league in 1980. Just basically, he's a 4-year vet, 4 or 5 year vet.
4 years in.
I tell you some of the people who's on this All-Star team. And if Isiah Thomas had the power to say that shit, then Isiah Thomas shouldn't be dealing with what he's dealing with right now. Let me just give you the starting lineup. Moses fucking Malone. Larry Bird. And Julius Erving. Is the 3 starters other than Michael Jordan and Isiah Thomas. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing you can pay me. Unless Moses Malone, Larry Bird, or Julius fucking Erving said it themselves, you're not going to get me to believe that Isiah Thomas went to them three niggas and was like, yo, let's freeze out Mike. Because all of them 3 are champions and former MVPs. Isiah Thomas ain't even on them niggas level yet. In 1984, that's like me going to GCI and be like, yo, Leon Rogers. Let's freeze out Zach Bug.
Like, what the fuck is this new nigga talking about?
What is you talking? You mean to tell me that Isiah Thomas with the 3 NBA champions and former MVPs was like, yo, let's freeze out this new nigga. And they agreed. But then let me tell you the rest of the team.
Allegedly.
Let me tell you the rest of the team. Bernard King. Sidney Moncrief. Terry Cummins. Michael Ray Richardson, who was a cokehead. Dennis Johnson. Bill Laimbeer. And Robert Parrish. You can't pay me to say Isiah Thomas was like, yo, let's freeze out Mike. When them niggas is on the team. And at a certain point, other than, like, you know, Terry Cummins, Sidney Moncrief, Michael Ray Richardson, was thought of more than Isiah Thomas, even though they on the bench. Yeah. Bernard King, a OG. Dennis Johnson is Dennis fucking Johnson. Robert Parrish is the chief. Come on, G. Yeah. When you look back, you got to question shit. We talk about questioning everything else. Questioning this shit. I'm sorry. Do you mean to tell me Isiah Thomas in 1984, 85 went up to them niggas and was like, hey, let's freeze them out? Yeah. Then Adrian Dantley, who starts on the West, comes over to the team the next year. Of course, niggas is like, hey, man, fuck Zeke shit. Don't you trade Adrian Dantley. That's all I'm saying, man. Like, we give niggas a little bit too much credit. All right, man, before we get out of here, Beyonce, I guess what Beyonce said some shit about OnlyFans?
Oh, yeah, on the Megan Thee Stallion shit. Megan Thee Stallion. I know you didn't listen to it, but you gotta check that out, though. Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion, she dropped a remix to Lil Savage record. You know, a TikTok record. Okay. Beyonce's on it. Everybody's going crazy about it, you know. Beyonce spitting them bars, you know. She pretty much just talking greasy. You know, it ain't nothing crazy. But yeah, she endorsed OnlyFans. Okay. She endorsed it. So
what you mean by endorse? You just like
this is like
pussy on OnlyFans?
Check this out, man. This what it is just don't be surprised if you see more like, you know, women that you know, just like regular women on the timeline.
She's like, go and get you an OnlyFans.
Go get you an OnlyFans page. Go
she
make
said
that.
it.
She telling them like, go do it. She's telling y'all, women, go get y'all an OnlyFans page. Go get that money. Shake your ass. So that was that's the Beyonce out here endorsing.
You fuck with that Drake?
I checked the Drake out. I fuck with it. Yeah, I fuck with it on first listen. First listen, I fuck with it. I think the first record is my favorite one. What's the first record? Shit. That quick. Oh, Deep Pockets. Yeah, I fuck with the Drake shit though. You know, it got that mixtape vibe, I guess. You know, he called it a tape. It's a tape before the album. I was actually shocked that we actually got a Drake project. I actually said earlier, I was like, yo, we not gonna get no project from none of the heavy hitters. I felt like we might not even get nothing from the heavy hitters this year, but you know, I guess Drake dropped the tape.
Nick, you know what? Niggas keep saying that niggas scared to drop, but I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard. Like a lot of these bigger artists drop to go on tour. They're not just dropping music just to drop music. They dropping music to go. They dropping music to get money. So if I can't go on tour, what I'm dropping music for? I think that's what a lot of people are missing. So.
But according to Drake, you know, this was some like unreleased shit that he had in the can. You know, and we already had the two records that he put out together, the When to Say When and the Chicago Freestyle. Those two are on there. And then he got a joint on there with Breezy. That shit nice. He got a joint. I definitely fuck with the joint he got with Future and Thug. D4L, that shit hit. And yeah. I think he got a record on here that he was supposed to have with Pop Smoke. I think Pop Smoke was supposed to make this record. He got a joint on there. That shit Demons, that shit decent. Okay. But overall, it got like it's a vibe. It got a vibe to it. Like it's, you know, we got something from a heavy hitter, something to hold us over because I say he's supposed to drop this summer, so there's something to sit on until the end.
And I don't know when it's dropping, but we need your prediction. Bone versus 3-6. Who you got?
Oh my God, bang! Yo, bro, when you said you was watching that shit, I was like, yeah, you got it. First of all, I wasn't interested in this shit because they was doing the shit on their own. They was doing it like under their own shit, which is cool.
What does it matter? All them niggas is doing.
I know.
All niggas is doing just getting on live. It don't matter where the fuck is at.
I know, but then still, yeah. But I think even before that, I was like, 3-6 is gonna smoke these niggas. 3-6, easy money, bro. How many albums do Bone got? Like when they was in their prime.
Oh shit! I say 3 in their prime. The EP and the EP, then East 1999 Eternal, and then Art of War.
Bro, Art of War was a double album, right?
Yep.
Yeah, fam. It's a no. I like when we even when we first brought up the conversation about Bone when who was it? Levi's Bone verse Outkast, and then I shared it in the group. I was like, yo, what y'all think? Like. This ain't far from Outkast washing Bone. It's 3-6 is gonna wash them too. Like it's a complete wash, bro. Bone don't have enough. Bone don't have 20 songs, nigga, that we could just like. What 20 records are you gonna put in a battle? So that's my prediction on that. Like, okay, and then Swiss Beats and Timbaland, they jumped in and they like, nah, yo, y'all gotta shut this shit down, fam. We gonna do this shit we gonna do this one for the culture. And I think they doing this shit. Why do you think they canceled it to put it on Versus?
I think it was. I personally think that niggas just was like, yo, hold on.
Are Swiss and Timbaland trying to control this shit? Like, look, Joe.
I think they trying to. I don't think they're just necessarily trying to control it, but I think I'll tell you what was told to me off of the mic. Yeah, I'll tell you what I think off of the mic. But it's some stuff going on.
Okay. Or are they doing it actually because we know we're gonna get this with a larger audience once we put our names on it.
I'm gonna tell you off the mic. I can't say it on the mic.
Okay.
This is a bit of insider information.
Okay.
I think I'll just say this: if you listen to some other pods, you will get some hints.
Okay.
But I can't do it on the pod today. Okay. It's just something to watch out.
Or maybe they just doing it for the fact that, all right, cool, the verses effect. Because now we see that.
I'm going to tell you off the mic.
Okay, cool. Because
I'm going to tell you off the mic. Because I don't know if it's going to happen when this happens.
All right.
But I'm going to tell you off the mic.
All right, but that's cool.
But my prediction is Bone. It's
really?
Here's why. And here's why. If this is nothing has been clarified. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna put it this way: if we just doing 3-6 versus Bone as a group tracks, that's it. Bone winning. If we do Project Pat, Juicy J solo joints, it's not.
Or Juicy J produced
joint. Yeah, it has to be some clarification.
Okay, yeah, definitely got to be clarification,
right?
Because it's being promoted as Bone Thugs and Harmony verse 3-6. Now you could go and put like Juicy J. I'm pretty sure you're gonna have collabs on there. You gotta have collabs because I know they playing Notorious Thugs. Notorious Thugs is definitely gonna get played.
Yeah, features. Because features, you got Notorious Thugs. You got they got a couple of features that was actually decent. Breakdown is shit. I told y'all niggas, I think Breakdown is Mariah Carey's best song ever. It's my favorite, at least. Shit, that shit cold. Yeah. I listen to that shit now.
That's on Mariah's Nigga album.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the album. That's Mariah Carey's Nigga album. That's the one she got with the Mobb Deep record. I mean, I told you got to go back and look that.
Yeah, I got to look that up because I was like, oh, I don't remember that jump, but yeah. But yeah, man, that's my whole thing about that. It's really the parameters have to be set before. But if the parameter is only 3-6 and Bone features and songs, then I'm going with Bone. But if you start putting out solos, then it's gonna be 3-6. It's not even close.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see based off the clarification. Yeah. So hopefully we get more details with it.
And then Jill Scott versus Erykah Badu. Tits versus ass. I'm sorry.
I gotta Jill Scott. Yeah, tits versus ass. Yeah, Jill Scott, boy. I got a fucking crush on Jill Scott, fam. Crazy. Especially she dropped that weight too. Yeah.
She with the weight. I ain't give a fuck like Jill.
I'm with it with that either way. But she got it. She didn't when she started like getting on the scene with the movies and shit. She got that. That's when she got real sexy. So yeah, but that's gonna be a close one.
No,
I got Badu. I got Badu too, but don't sleep.
This is not close to me.
Don't sleep on Jill, bro.
I'm not sleeping on Jill. I'm a big fan of Jill Scott. I just know that Erykah Badu has more songs we know than Jill Scott.
Okay.
That's why. That's why these battles are rigged to me. Like when Erykah Badu gonna play some shit that we know.
Yeah.
Like she can give Jill Scott "You Got Me" and still play shit from the first 2 albums and still drop some Worldwide Underground on you.
So Jill Scott ain't got enough.
Ain't got enough, man. What happens when Other Side of the Game plays, or Tyrone plays, or Apple Tree plays, or any of the joints on Mama's Gun, Love of My Life?
We'll see.
I like Jill. I just think that the grand scheme of things, she ain't got enough songs as Badu that we all know. Of course, we gonna play some shit. It's gonna be like, oh shit, yeah. Oh man. But even up-tempo joints. Jill Scott ain't got a lot of up-tempo joints.
Yeah.
She ain't got a lot. She got some mid-tempos, A Long Walk, and shit like that. She got Golden. But, nigga, Love of My Life gonna get Golden the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Taking my own freedom.
I got Badu winning too, but I don't think it's gonna be a long night for Jill, but we'll see.
Shit, you right. It's not gonna be a long night for Jill. It's gonna be a short night. Fuck out of here. And I like Jill Scott, but when motherfuckers play some shit, when Jill Scott play a B-side, it's gonna be a couple of us that go, oh shit, yeah, hey, pow, pow, pow. Everybody else gonna be like, nigga, what album that on? But when Erykah Badu play a B-side, remember, Other Side of the Game is a B-side. So she play that, and do I really?
Yeah.
Nigga, what happens when she play window seat?
Yeah, Jill might not have enough counters, but
She ain't got enough, nigga. It's not enough in the pack for him. That's it. We gonna celebrate these women though.
Yep.
We gonna celebrate
That
these.
one came out of nowhere. So we gonna. I'm still waiting on them to announce Havoc versus Alchemist. I don't know what's going on.
Hey,
They ain't got
man.
the paperwork straight on that one.
I'ma finish this off so I can tell you what I know. But make sure you rate, like, subscribe, download. The What Digital Home of Some Dude Pod. Make sure you rate, like, subscribe. Let us know what the lid is. Just let us know, man. We doing good out here. We feel good out here, or we wrong. You know, shouts out to Brando. Brando was like, yo, you got the wrong year. Before I even noticed that I had the wrong year. So that proves that he was paying attention. So shouts out to him. And shouts out to everybody who fuck with us. Shouts out to everybody who fuck with us on the pod and shit and in the group. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Some Dude Pod. Anything else, Mike?
Nope, that's good. I think we straight. This Is Us. Don't watch that show, y'all. Shit sensitive, emotional as fuck.
You sad in the motherfucker, wasn't you?
Sad as hell, bro.
That part at the end when you know shit was about to go down. I think what's her name's dead.
Who?
I think the sister dies at some point.
Kate?
Yeah.
What?
Why was she not in the Toby on his way there?
Yeah. I guess
They ain't
it's a lot
say
of
shit
that
about
we gonna
Kate.
see. Yeah. So
They ain't say shit about Kate.
When
man.
is season 5 done?
Yeah, I think I don't know, but that's
Hopefully
why
they done.
I don't think Kate makes it, fam.
Damn, bro.
Because they only doing they're only doing 2 more seasons after this.
Okay.
So basically,
But I fuck with it though. I fuck with
and
it.
you fuck with Dave.
Fuck with Dave. Dave is
Dave.
fire. Dave is fire. Dave just gave me more reason why I fucked with Lil Dicky from the jump.
Okay.
Back in 2015, my homie put me on Lil Dicky, and I listened to his album, The Professional Rapper, which I feel is very underrated. But yeah, I fuck with Lil Dicky. Great show. Dave, y'all check that out on Hulu or FXX. Yeah.
I'm gonna start Little Fires everywhere today.
I'm gonna check that out too. That's something me and the wife could get down to. I'm gonna see if she want to watch that. So
So-
I've been hearing things about that. Yeah.
All right, so man, we out.
Billions tonight too, bang. You watching Billions?
Oh, that is the night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I gotta watch that too.
Okay. But
I'm
yeah,
caught
other than that,
up
we
now,
good
so.
though. We
All right,
good.
man. Some do. We out.
Yes, sir.
Yo, it's your girl, Nate Kel, and this is Some Podcast. We out. Peace.